Man, I wanted to make a video. I don't know what a netizen is. I'm very all this stuff is fresh to me. I really don't know what humans be doing, dude. I just learn day by day. But with the K-pop stuff, there's netizens. I think that's citizens still, but I don't really understand it. I don't know. I didn't search it up. I don't know. But it's so interesting just looking at people online and just their comments and their impulsiveness is really interesting. Sometimes it makes me really sad because I'm like, damn, people are really, really, really ignorant, really stupid, really brainless or mindless. And they're I don't, this is so interesting. But something I saw is that I don't know anything, but from what I saw, I was on YouTube and I saw Got7 Bam Bam. Uh, he was talking about how he admired Hayden from New Jeans, little sister Hayden. And then people are upset at that and they're calling him a pedophile and all these different things. I'm so confused. How is he a pedophile? Because he likes Hayden as an artist. I like Hayden. I'm 25. I like Hayden. Oh, you're a pedophile. I mean, I don't know how I'm a pedophile for admiring someone's talent and someone's hard work and their ethic and their uniqueness and everything like that. He's an idol, and she's an idol too. So I'm so confused. Why would by so if twice admires New Jeans, it's okay. But if a man admires New Jeans, it's wrong. It's so interesting because I think it excites me because I don't think like this. It's also sad too, because it also gives me perspective of of what would I want to how would I say the corrupted world. It gives me perspective of the corrupted world, because where do these thoughts come from? Oh, he's a 25-year-old. Oh my gosh, she's a 15-year-old or whatever, right? Oh my god, he's a pedophile because he likes her. Oh my gosh, right? So that has to come from somewhere because I don't understand why you're thinking that. That's so weird. Yes, there are times where there are in the entertainment industry, there is a lot of bullshit that goes on. Trust me. Usually it's so interesting whenever I see this stuff. Usually the people who are under fire for stuff like this are usually innocent, and usually the people who are just ignored all the time and they always get a slap on the wrist, all these different things, and oh, he's such a sweetheart, he would never do that, blah blah blah, and they're usually the ones. It's so interesting, everything's so backwards. But yeah, I was going with that, but yeah, I just think it's really interesting seeing stuff like this. But I would assume I saw some stuff on South Korea, it was popping up. I know there's a lot of I heard there's a lot of I haven't been to South Korea yet, so I don't really know, but every place has their issues. We still live in a pretty low vibrational world. You're still in the dark ages, so it makes sense. But I heard there's a lot of rape stuff going on in South Korea, and a lot of misogynistic misogynist stuff going on in South Korea, so that's not good. But I will because I'm neutral. I like to always look at things from a neutral standpoint. I can understand where these things come from. From me, as looking at it from an idol standpoint, you know, he's just an idol and he admires her for her hard work and everything like that. I highly doubt that he has. I mean, I don't know the guy. I won't lie. I did think it was pretty bizarre that every clip I saw of it, it was someone wearing Balenciaga. I can't lie, that's pretty suspect. Because the whole Balenciaga thing, I thought that was like, damn, that's fucked. But like, I'm not getting that energy. I don't really know, but I'm not getting it. But there's not much to go off of, right? So like, since there's not much to go off of, and Hayden seems to be fine, no one's messing with her or anything like that, and he's just saying he's a fan of her. So I don't think that's fair. I see some people say like it's wrong for like the girls to debut at such a young age. I don't think that's a problem as long as the girls are healthy and the girls are being taken care of and they're happy and they're being treated right and they're not being forced to do anything and they have a team around them that cares for them and everything like that and they're protected. Seem to be a lot of idols and a lot of artists and stuff like that who are really like drawn to them and want to make sure they're good and everything like that. You know, I'm one of them as well. Um, and I'm pretty sure Bam Bam is one as well. Um, you know, I don't think it's fair, for people who are like my age, like I'm 25, I'm the same age as him, to not be able to admire them. I think that's not fair to them. They want to be admired. They want to be appreciated by veterans and stuff like that. He's a veteran idol. Why would I not want to be admired by him? That's an amazing thing, you know? Wow. He likes me. He thinks like I'm talented. He listens to my music. He's a fan of me. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. You know, I didn't get any like flirty, like weird, like energy from that. I just like her music. I admire them. I don't really understand why that's a problem. I like hearing. I think she's awesome. I think she works really hard. I like anyone who works really hard. Um, and they're all really super talented. That's why I'm drawn to them. And I don't know. I'm protective. I feel like their innocence should be protected, but and someone who wants to protect their innocence, I don't see anything wrong with him liking her, like admiring her. I feel like people need to calm down and like stop being so like emotional and everything like that and so like impulsive. Like I said, I see things from a neutral standpoint, so I can see where like in the corrupted world, there's a lot of bullshit going on out there, so I can see why people can be like, oh, oh, he could be this or that because there's a lot of crazy people out here doing a lot of crazy shit. So I can understand that, but like have faith in people. He hasn't done anything yet. So, and I'm pretty positive like those girls are really protected. Like I'm pretty sure like there'd be like clues and stuff like that before like any weird thing would ever happen. They're like super protected. I wouldn't worry about it. It's so awesome that like people are protective and everything like that. But when you want to be protected with someone, you also have to let them be able to live their lives. Don't be so protected to the point where you can't let them live their lives, right? You know, she's an idol. So she's going to be admired by others, you know? It's just a natural thing. And when you have a pure heart and a pure soul and you know how to carry yourself and everything like that, I feel like you don't really have to worry about much. I feel like they have the right people around them to where they don't have to worry about anything like that. I just feel like they're good. But I don't really know the situation. I never met any of these people, but from what I've seen, I don't know. I feel like people are just blowing things out of proportion. I don't think it's right to just quickly just assume someone's a pedophile and all these different things. I think it's really messed up. And I don't think it's good for the morale for people. You're gonna make people feel really uncomfortable. It's like, oh man, like okay, I just like their music and they're like really talented. Like, okay, I know they're young, but like I just like their music and I just want to show love and support. Now you're making it to where he may be like, ugh, okay, now I'm just gonna stay away from that because I'm not trying to mess up my image or like mess anything up for myself because all I wanted to do was just show love to her. She's a young a young idol. She hasn't it hasn't even been a year since she debuted it, so you know hopefully I can just show love to her. and let her know that, you're doing great. I don't know, that's how I see it, but, I feel like that's just not good to do that. I feel like that can just really mess a lot of stuff up. Um, and you should let things play out. You know, we all have people we really care about, and I know the world can be really fucked up. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on, but you have to have faith, you know, and things and stuff like that. That's something that you have to learn. When you really admire people and you have a lot of love for people, a lot of people like when they care about people, they do this with, I see you guys do it with like idols, you guys do it with your children, your family members, all these different kinds of things. You can't grip them so tightly. You have to let them flap their wings and be free and stuff like that and trust that, you know, they're fine and they can handle whatever they're faced with, and they're protected and all these different kinds of things. Because if you hold them so tightly and you do all these things, you think you're doing them a favor, but you're actually maybe doing them like some that may be wrong in their eyes. How do you know? You're just trying to speak for someone you don't even know. You can feel really drawn to her, but you don't even know her. You know, you're the guys like, oh yeah, we're protecting her. Oh yeah, this that, blah blah blah. But in the back of her mind, she could be like, oh my gosh, like wow, like he likes me. He likes my music. He thinks I'm good. Oh my gosh, no one ever said I'm good before. I never got the love like that before. No idol ever said anything like that to me before. Oh my gosh, someone likes me. I'm doing good. She can actually really appreciate that a lot, you know? But then now you guys are like, oh, he's a pedophile, this, that. And then she could be like, oh, wow, why is this happening? And then he can be like, okay, I'm just going to stay away from her because I don't want to get in trouble. And that could just mess things up between all of that. And then it can make people not want to associate with her. And then that can make her feel really bad about herself. You got to think about your actions and think about the shit you're saying on the internet and how it can affect people's lives. Seriously, I don't give a fuck how protective you are of whoever, but you have to think about these are people who are having real lives and real experiences, and you're instigating bullshit. It's not right. Like I don't like you guys starting all these problems against like other idols and music artists and all this kind of stuff. It's fucked up. I don't like it at all. It's fucking stupid. You don't know them at all. It's really fucked up. They can understand each other more than you guys can understand them. Doesn't matter how much you love these guys. They have similar careers. They're both idols. To be completely honest, I'm gonna give you a reality check. Him saying that to her is more valuable than all the love you guys give to them. And I'm not saying that they don't appreciate it, but having someone who you can understand, admire you hits you really hard because it just makes you feel like you're doing the right thing. You know, let people admire another and be there for another. Like, stop making everything so fucking weird and sexual and all these different kinds of things. Like, stop. It's really weird. It's super weird. It's extremely weird. Really, like, 'cause I like hearing. I would never think about any of that. Like, whatever that stuff is weird. Like why? Like she's why are you associating that with a 15-year-old in the first place? Like that's so I don't understand it. I don't understand why you're thinking like that. I think you guys need to grow up some more. Like it's so like when I put myself in her shoes, like if I was in that situation, I'll feel really bad. I'll feel sad. Like I see a lot of you guys, like even like with like yeah, I'm just gonna talk about it because I see it's like all over my fucking feed, like on YouTube. Like, you guys with all this shipping stuff, I highly doubt that like the artist appreciates you doing all this like obsessive, like creepy shipping stuff. You guys be doing so much weird stuff with the fans, like you're too obsessive. You need to tone it down a little bit and let them live their lives. Like you need to relax. You're doing way too much. I don't care how much you love them, how protective you are. If you care about them so much, you would let them live their lives. These are not normal people. They're not. They're not living normal lives. They're not and they're far more protected than you realize. And these are like these are really mature girls. They really are. And I'm not saying like in like a weird way, but like they know how to carry themselves. They know how to move around. They know what's good for them, what's not good for them. They have a team around them that's good for them and all these different kinds of things. And they have old souls. They can handle themselves. They're not stupid. And it's really important to realize these things. These aren't just like regular like really like naive like teenage girls. Like no, they're in the music industry. They can carry themselves right. When it really like when there's like young artists that are like in the music industry and the entertainment industry, it's really about like their team and the people that they're surrounded with. That's like the biggest thing. Like who are they surrounded with? Are these people going to overwork them like a dog? Are these people going to manipulate them? Are these people going to expose them to all this kind of stuff? It's kind of like with like I kind of use like the example, like I kind of feel like Justin Bieber went kind of down the path he went down because of his team. Like he was founded by Usher. And how old was Justin Bieber? He was a teenager. He was really young. And Usher was like his mentor. Usher. He was like a sex mogul or whatever the fuck. That was his mentor. That's why Justin Bieber ended up going down that wonky route, because he looked up to him, you know? He was he was exposed to that kind of thing. You know, these girls are, I can just tell they have like good people around them. So like you need to have faith in those that you care about. Just have faith in them, you know? And even to be completely honest, even if that guy did have weird intentions, which I really feel like he doesn't, he wouldn't be able to even touch them anyway. So let him just be himself. And if he's really creepy like that, then things will play out to where he will get in trouble for that. But I don't see that. I don't see that in him. I don't think he's that kind of guy. I don't think so. And he's what? He's from Got 7. I don't really know the band like that, but I know Jackson Wayne is in it, and Jackson Wayne's a super genuine guy. So like I just don't really like, because Jackson Wayne is super genuine. So I can imagine like his bandmates being super genuine as well. I think you guys need to stop over exaggerating everything. Seriously. Have faith in people. Why does everyone have to be a fucking like, just because like these random ass like common ass people who hate their lives and shit and don't want to work on themselves for doing all this like weird stuff, why does everyone else have to be like a part of that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like why is the first thing you think about when like they're both idols? So what if he's 25? It doesn't matter if he's fucking 50. So what? The first thing you think about when like a 25-year-old idol admires like a 15, 16-year-old idol, you think about like some like romantic or like sexual thing. That's so weird. Just be ashamed of yourself. Get off the fucking internet. You've been on the internet way too long. I know you're just sitting on your like laying in your bed all day on the internet, scrolling through it. I see a lot of you guys. I just read it. A lot of you guys don't think for yourselves. You just try to fit in, and then you guys create this big ass mob. It's so cute. You create this big ass mob. Oh man, I'm not gonna disrespect you guys. I'll tone it down a little bit. I know you guys are little kids, but still, you create this big ass mob, and then you just create it and you just use it to just like try to like destroy people's lives and ruin people's lives and stuff like that. I do hope you realize that can fuck you up. You're trying to ruin people's lives, whether if you realize it or not. You're messing with people's lives. You can't get karma for that. I don't care if you're 12. It may not be bad or anything like that, but you will feel it because you gotta grow from that. We're not here to mess with people's lives. We're not. There's a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like that that really like they see how much power they have. Oh, this artist or like mess like notice me or this or that or whatever, and they just start saying all this shit just to try to like ruin people's lives and shit like that. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. Be careful. Because you don't have the authority to do that. So be careful. Be careful. Keep doing it if you want to. I think it's fucked up, but I mean, it's your life. I can't really tell you what to do with your life. You're responsible for your own life. So, but I do want to say that. But yeah, I don't think you should be doing that. I think it's a terrible thing to do. And I don't think it's good for your soul. But if that's what you want to do it. But yeah, man, poor Harry, man. Same with Bam Bam. Like, damn, why can't they just admire another? Why not? I like New Jeans. I like Hayden. Hayden's like, how old is Hayden? 14? She's 14. I like her. Oh, you're a pedophile. I guess. I guess I'm a pedophile. I guess. I guess because I admire someone's hard work and their talent. I guess. I guess. You guys are cute. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's really bizarre that people jump to these conclusions. You know, I feel like you guys just do too much with the people you admire. I think you guys do way too much. You're doing way too much. You're way too much. Way too fucking much. And I feel like a lot of these idols are just too fucking nice to check you guys. They're too nice. Too nice. They're so nice. They're just dealing with it. Like you guys don't realize how your weird, creepy stalker energy, like obsessive energy, is like messing with their lives. Cause you guys are building these fucking mobs. Like it's not like one person that's saying this shit. You're building these mobs and then you're trying to brainwash other people to it's it's so fucked up. Like you're brainwashing these other people to believe what you're saying, and then you're building these mobs, and then you're like, oh, you don't believe what we're saying, oh you're wrong. And then you try to ratio everyone to keep on like multiplying the mobs, and then you use that to like amplify these opinions or whatever, and you use that to alter people's lives. You guys are using that's power that you guys have, and you guys are abusing it. I do want you to know that. Anyone who abuses their power, like I'm looking at you. So I don't care if you're kids. Be careful because you're messing with people's lives, and I don't appreciate that. So yeah, stop doing it. Stop. Before I give you a spanking. Oh, you're a pedophile for that. I guess I am. I guess I am. Because your fucking parents aren't doing it, dude. You guys need to fucking get your shit together. Stop messing with people's lives. It's not funny. Seriously, it's not cute. Stop. Seriously, I'm not joking. Please. Value them. Thank you.